Hey, Bill, how you doing, man?
Good, Dennis. How you doing?
What a day!
Oh, beautiful.
What a show, man!
Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, I mean, this was you. You must have ordered this.
We did. We got a little touch in with the good man upstairs.
You gotta have connections.
You do. You do.
How many cars? I mean, this is big today.
We're figuring about 1,200, 1,300 cars today, which is double what we had last year. It's just phenomenal.
I can't understand it.
I don't know, I don't know. I think this Gage person is supposed to be here.
Could be. Who knows?
Be something.
It never hurts. It never hurts, you know?
No, it doesn't.
So I'm talking to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of Connecticut plates. But I see a few others. I mean, where are you drawing from?
A lot of Connecticut. We're drawing out of Rhode Island this year, Massachusetts, Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York. They're just coming out like wildfire.
And really, I mean, there's some wild stuff here. I mean, there's stuff. It's interesting what's up here.
There's a lot of neat stuff in Connecticut. And,
there is.
Yeah, people don't realize. It's the East Coast. It's not the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's that East Coast, West Coast thing. Yeah.
But you're the right coast.
We're the right coast. Exactly.
So, I mean, did you think it was going to be this big?
Some of us in the club said yeah, and there's other ones that said you're going to be lucky if you get 800 this year. But it's the younger guys that said, yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. We know what we're doing. Well, hey. You got to get to work. I got to shoot a show. But there's some really nice rides down there I'd like to point out before we get down to business.
Sounds good.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
Well, Gus, I got to tell you, this is the first one of these I've ever done on the show. This is a '73 Mazda RX3, right?
That's correct.
And that's because it's the first time I've ever seen one at a car show.
You kidding me?
No, man, I just don't see these anymore. I mean, well, they were a little prone to rust, and many of them have returned to the earth.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now, are you a Mazda guy? Are you a Mazda nut?
No, I actually grew up in muscle cars.
Like we all did, right?
Exactly, and at some point, my brother and I, he had a RX2, the first one.
Yeah.
And we said, let's get back into the Mazda. Let's do something different.
Well, this is definitely different. And, she's in beautiful shape, but it's not an original color, though, is it?
No, it is an original color.
Really?
Yeah. They got special limited colors that they come out
Man,
with.
this is like almost Mopar. I mean, this is almost the Mopar cartoon
That's what people
color.
say. People say, is that a Hemi color?
Is that Sublime? Is that Limelight, man? What is that?
No, it's not a Hemi.
you got a Hemi in that? Man, I can't believe it. And did you do the restoration?
Yes.
Was it in rough shape? Or?
Well, no. It was 28,000 original miles.
Oh, wow.
So it was an original, one of those barnyards sitting in the garage forever.
What a deal. And how long have you had it?
Like 17 years.
Wow, that's a long time. You even, with the exception of the Recaro seats, I mean, you've kept the interior real stock, too.
Yeah, I try to keep it as original as possible.
Kind of a time capsule?
Yeah, exactly.
If you will,
like a sleeper type deal.
I mean, this baby looks new.
Yeah, but like I said, it's sat in the garage, for, how many years until I had it in 17 years, I bring it out days like this.
Yeah, I hear you. And are those the original taillights?
They are. Everything's original.
Because it's funny, because the aftermarket stuff now, when you're tricking cars up, it looks a lot like this.
Yeah, this is what a Honda wants to look like now.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of deal.
I'm telling you, you just don't see these. Now, the original engine in this would have had, how many horsepower?
About 113.
Okay. Now, have you kept that stock too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little, yeah. Wow, man. It looks like you've thrown some juice to it too. I mean, what kind of horsepower
now?
I'm
doing about 250 horse now.
Wow, and this can't weigh but 2,000 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, just about that.
Wow, so it probably gets down the road pretty quick.
No, it goes good, it goes good.
What's the carburetor setup?
That's a Weber 48.
Yeah.
It's got an electric fuel pump, but you always want to have enough fuel going in.
Yeah. MSD ignition.
MSD ignition.
You got a lot of performance stuff. Now, I'm assuming this is the oil filler. Did it have this Winkle cap on it?
No. That's the rotary symbol.
Yeah.
Because people always say, well, where's the motor? Or where's the bottom half? I go, no, that's it.
That's it. And and what's it look like inside?
And that's what it looks like. That's all it is. Two rotors just going around and around.
It's definitely, it's the first one I've seen in a car show, Gus. I've got to tell you.
That's good.
It really is.
It is.
Well, man, thanks for bringing this baby out.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
Well, George, I love Divcos. I mean, I just think these are the coolest little trucks ever made, and they become really popular these days.
They're very popular. Everybody loves the looks of them.
Now, there's also a lot of guys street riding these things.
Oh, yeah. That's the popular way of traveling because they're so slow over the road. So
top speed of
40, 45, screaming.
Screaming, winding.
Screaming.
Well, now this is a 56 you're telling me.
1956.
1956. And what does Divco stand for?
Detroit Industrial Vehicle Company.
Oh,
they made their own bodies, frames, and that. And then they used everybody else's running gear.
Well, okay, so what powers the Divco?
This one here is a Hercules.
Yeah?
6-cylinder motor.
Let's have a look at it.
Earlier ones were 4-cylinder Continentals.
A lot of room in there, actually.
There is, yeah, yeah.
And what kind of horsepower did it's just enough to get the thing around?
Yeah, it was probably in the 40s or something like that.
Yeah,
42
on a good day.
Yeah.
So are they geared really low? Is that?
It's a 5.14 rear end in it. Yeah.
Now, who owns Divcos? I mean, who?
Just Divco people like me, old milkmen.
I mean, is that what you did? I mean,
I was a milkman one time. This was our business.
Oh, how
yes.
cool!
And
Oh,
then,
cool! Now,
so-
can I open it up and it
Sure,
just pulls?
just
Right?
pull on it, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're on a milk run right now.
Oh yeah, we haven't finished yet.
Just stop the car
We're
show.
gonna go out and collect, I think.
Well, this is a stand-up truck, right?
This is a combination. You could do either way of this.
Oh, is there a little
Stand
seat in there?
Oh yeah, it's fold. I gotta have folded forward.
Oh, but it
right
can
more.
fold back
You
and.
bring it back and sit. Most of the guys would take the seats out.
Huh. Well, how about back? Sort of the same thing. It's set up for
Yep.
delivery, right?
Yeah.
Can I open it up?
Yep. Twist it.
Like that?
Yeah.
Wow. You can haul a lot of milk in this baby.
I think it's 57 cases. This is rated for.
I mean, what a piece of history this
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody remembers the milkman.
Wow. That is cool, and it's definitely the only Divco here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And,
yeah,
and
it is.
people must be digging it.
Oh, they come around and keep asking the same questions all the time.
You got the answers down
Oh
by
yeah,
now.
yeah. We should have a recorder.
Well, hey, you got a half a run to do, so
Thank you.
thanks for taking some time.
Thank you very much.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
So, Bruce, I love this car. This is like way cool. It's a 55?
55 Chevy.
But it's not a Nomad.
Nope.
It's-
Two-door handyman wagon.
Two-door handyman wagon. Got a chop on it. I mean, it looks fairly major, but you're telling me it's
3
really not. Only 3 inches.
3-inch. That's it.
So what? It's that you drop the whole car, I guess.
Drop the car, blocks and cut springs.
Ooh, I mean that's old school. I mean you're not airbagging this thing. I mean, it's blocks and
Nope.
cut springs.
Nope. And we drive it everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta love that. Well, you know the other thing I really dug about this when I saw it is the kind of the 3D effect on the flames. How did you do that?
Well, that I found out by accident. I was doing a piece.
Can I touch it?
In the shop. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Had some masking paper on a 5-gallon can. Was using primers. Had a big edge. Said I can make something out of that.
An interior, very early custom too. The spider web going on.
Yeah, I drew this up for the guy that does my upholstery,
Yeah.
and he nailed it. He
Man,
did
I'll
exactly
say.
what I drew for him.
And your shifter. That's an old Shure mic,
It
right?
is a Shure mic. Came out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, it's the real deal.
Maybe even Elvis sang out of it.
Thank you very much. I love the fact that you kept the cable on it though.
Got him.
I
It
could
just
use
looks
it.
empty without it.
And then of course the classic, the Packard taillights.
Gotta have them.
Gotta have them. You drive this baby? This
Every
is
day, as much as possible.
no trailer queen.
Not at all.
Well, let's have a look at what powers it down the road.
Let's do it.
So opens from the outside. Oh, opens under here. Very nice. A little touch of yours.
It's my security system.
Well, first of all, you flopped it out because you got the flat outside, but your engine bay is in that same sparkle purple, orange fuchsia.
Correct.
Man,
6 Stromberg 97s.
mechanical linkage.
Yes, sir.
Is that tough to keep?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I bet it is. And what are they sitting on top of?
It's an Edelbrock X1 from 68, 69.
Yeah?
Motor's a 66 Corvette 327.
Yeah, well, man, you really got it all going on. You got the old school, and you're driving it, and it just looks awesome. I even love your grill teeth. That's Corvette too, right?
Corvette also.
Well, man, you got the coolest wagon here. Thanks for
Dude,
bringing it out.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Long and low.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
So Dexter, this is a nice little machine. I like this. And you built this, baby. This is really kind of this is an aftermarket ride almost, or aftermarket and Dexter, right?
That's right. More Dexter.
More Dexter than aftermarket. So it's a fiberglass body,
Fiberglass body.
but it was a roadster body to be?
Originally it was a Roadster. It had a full trunk
Yeah.
on the back. It did not have opening doors. That was another thing I did. Cut the body.
Well, seeing the hinges out there sort of fooled me. I mean, I wasn't sure this was a glass car to begin with.
No,
But it is.
It is glass body.
And
yes.
how about the frame?
Frame was a kit. I welded up and put my own design on the front suspension.
Yeah.
And the engine is a slant 6 Dodge.
Well, that's what got me.
It's different. It's different.
I mean,
It's
nobody puts a slant 6
Absolutely
Dodge
not.
in a little
Absolutely
roadster,
not.
but it's so cool.
It's very fortunate to find some early speed equipment,
Yeah,
both on eBay and
an Offie valve cover
Yes.
for a slant 6. I didn't know they did that.
Yes.
Man.
They made a lot of speed equipment in the early 60s.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So, and you've got this, you got the half tonneau here, and kind of got that. It's just my look.
Many years ago, I had an Austin Healey with the same type of tonneau,
okay.
and I kind of carried that idea over to this. And
Reliving your youth, like all of us.
aren't we all?
Aren't we all, indeed?
we all?
How about the color scheme? Did you?
That was a compromise. My
Really?
wife liked yellow,
Yeah, and you
and my
like?
son, who originally started some of the car, he liked John Deere green.
And it is, you know, that's what it is. It's John Deere green.
Isn't life a compromise?
It is not a cookie cutter car. It is one of a kind, and I have a strange feeling. So are you, Dexter.
It's the most fun you can have at 70.
Thanks, man. Great car.
Okay.
I love it. Well, Roger, this takes me back. It takes me back to the 60s, which I vaguely remember for a lot of reasons. But I had forgotten how flat the windshield was on these. This is a what, 66, right?
66, yep.
G10.
G10.
And how long did they do that flat windshield?
3 years, 64, 5, and 66.
And then what'd they change it to?
67, they went with a curved windshield.
Yeah.
The headlights got lower, larger tail lights. And 68, they put marker lights in the doors and the side.
You know, if it wasn't for the headlights, this thing looks like the back of a minivan now. There should be a handle here.
Yep.
You should be able to open this thing up. I mean, that is so dead flat. I mean, that is like, you talk about a sail.
Yeah.
It's not really aerodynamic. Is it?
No,
No.
it's a shoebox going down the road.
Let's look inside, because you've, again, done many of the period appointments, I might
Yep.
say. So yeah, you've got, you know, kind of the plush seats, but you've really tricked up the engine. What do you have there?
It's a 250 with a two-piece hooker header set up, the tri-powered, 3 single 1 barrels, all Offenhauser intake, Offenhauser valve cover.
Wow. I mean, now that's something that wasn't real common to hop these up.
No, it wasn't.
That's pretty cool. And it's kind of period hopped up too in some respects, isn't
Yeah,
it?
with the tri-power.
Yeah. And so she probably moves down the road pretty good,
Yeah, very well.
but in a straight line.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at the other, again, shall we say, period treatments we did here. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a party wagon, isn't it?
Oh yeah, seen a lot of parties.
Oh man. And this is what everybody was doing with these. in
It
the
was
60s
very
and the
big
70s.
back in the
Yeah.
70s, yes.
Now, how about your built-in there? Is that custom or?
Yeah, that was all custom made. It's got the CD changer inside. You got your glass rack for your wine glasses up
Oh,
top.
well, of course, yeah. Now, do you have a
And for
strobe
storage.
light, or you got any black lights, or?
No, just the one light up in the center.
Yeah, I got to believe this thing's seen some good times.
Oh yeah, a lot of good times.
Now, the other thing they always did back then, which I would imagine you did, and yes, you have, there was a big airbrush mural, either on the side or the back, or both.
Yes.
So you got quite a mural there, and wild windows.
Yeah, and there's 12-volt neon lights shaped with the eyeballs. So when I hit the brakes, they're signal lights.
Oh,
It
that's-
definitely gets everybody's attention when I'm going down the road.
That's a trick. Definitely a period piece, and you know, as the late great Jerry Garcia said, what a long, strange trip it's been.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for bringing it out, man.
You're welcome.